need some help tidying up.
Opa, e aí, Mid? Voltei.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
Encontrei.
Speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Porra, vamos voltar lá pro Blackthorn, né? Meu Deus. Ai, pelo menos o jogo me levou até lá. Boa.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Poxa, ela riu de boca fechada. Ela deu um mau risadão de boca fechada. Algum tempo depois...
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Porra, parece um bando de amontoado de coisa nada a ver ali.
My hammer on for weeks.
Thank you, Clive.
Tá ligado quando você pega um monte de treco e joga num canto? Tá parecendo isso, pô.
One.
Nem parece que aquilo ali vai entrar num navio.
More to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Beleza.
Told me she was building a ship.
Vamos falar com ela de novo.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up.
Ele já faz, né?
Enterprise is fit to sail. I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
É verdade, tem que ir lá visitar o túmulo do Cid, cara.
One thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is that the thing Tomes?
Fale com o Otto.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that. In those words.
She did, yes.
Clive. Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Caralho. A mina fugiu, será? Ah, para o convés da proa. Caralho, mano.
Obeleth, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Caralho, a mina fugiu, mano.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obeleth.
Don't mention it.
Caralho, a mina fugiu, cara. Filha da puta, velho.
Tidings, uncle.
Porra! Um pedido de ajuda, caralho, do tio dele. Meu querido sobrinho, minha jornada para Cambridge foi um completo sucesso. O amigo que eu havia mencionado não apenas concordou em compartilhar o conteúdo da caixa forte dele conosco, como também os acontecimentos nas cidades livres. E assim eu soube dos esforços de uma certa jovem, amiga sua. Embora eu acredite que o projeto da senhorita Telamon seja a valiosa Enterprise, duvido que as autoridades canverianas aceitem gentilmente o uso não autorizado de seus estaleiros. Não importa o quão desertos estejam, e se o boato já chegou ao meu amigo, pode ser que não demore muito para que os mestres das guildas batam em nossa porta. E por isso que lhe escrevo este bilhete. Gostaria de pegar emprestado seu amigo Gav por 1 ou 2 luas, para que ele possa ficar de olho naqueles que podem fazer mal à nossa pequena irmandade e nos avisar de qualquer ataque iminente. Espero que você considere esta proposta, seu querido tio. Caralho, mano. Descobriram que ela tá usando um estaleiro lá?
Trouble in Canva.
Caralho.
I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Tá. Caraca, mano. Uma coisa agarrou na outra, tá ligado?
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
Exatamente.
Seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too.
Opa, valeu, Jarol. Obrigado pela raid. Caraca, mano. Caraca, tava streamando, porra. Tava streamando agora, domingão, antes das 10. Braba demais, hein? Dali, Thales, e aí, cara? Poxa, por que você não gosta dele e fica dando raid nele? Hã? Vazou, vazou. Hoje tem o talk show 8 horas. Se quiser colar lá, só pra marcar presença, talk show? Caralho, como assim? Explica essa parada aí. Caralho, que da hora, mano. Caralho, que legal. Vou marcar pra presença. Vou dar uma passada por lá. Vai expor toda a verdade. Haluca 2. Ai, meu Deus, esse bagulho de Haluca aí é putaria, meu irmão. Jarol, big beijo, mano. Obrigado pela raid. Tamo junto. 20k de cabeça, mano. É nóis. Galera, pra quem não tá ligado, muito prazer. Sou o Igor. Tô aqui, jogando um Final Fantasy. Tô online desde o dia 21, 8 horas da noite. Tamo naquela pegada monstra. Eu acredito que eu tô, talvez, caminhando aí pra reta final desse Final Fantasy XVI. E é isso, galera. Espero que vocês curtam, mano. Boa gameplay, vou editar, comer e dormir, senão tô ferrada. Beleza, vai lá, geral. Boa gameplay, boa comidinha aí. Porra, e um ótimo talk show, cara. Da hora demais. Vamos que vamos. Sub volta dia 7. Ô, coisa boa! Opa! Liberou side quest aqui, ó. Pô, só que... Ué. Travou a gente. Caralho, não dá pra visitar agora. Logo quando libera side quest, pô. Sacanagem, velho. Tá, depois a gente vê isso então. Vamos aqui no legado do Cid. Vamos lá visitar o túmulo dele. E pra quem não tá ligado e quiser estacar a hora, galera, pra aumentar o timer lá do contador, ó, exclamação stack. Aqui vocês podem estar estacando hora com sub, bit, donate, sub de presente. Fiquem à vontade, mens. Então, só lançar a braba por qualquer um desses meios aí e vai adicionar tempo lá no timer, beleza? Espero que curta a livezona, mano.
Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Eita! Vem a galerinha junto, ó.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
Com toda certeza.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Good.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that, you Brit me. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Cada um pra um lado, mano.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Da hora, cara. Agora liberou ali, ó, pra gente voltar. Beleza, vai ter a missão principal, porém tem a missão secundária aqui, ó. Que essa aqui provavelmente vai adicionar alguma coisa da gameplay, essa ciência bizarra. Vamos voltar. Vai ter coisa aqui na situação do reino. Mesa de leitura, vai ter uma side quest aqui também, bem na mesa de leitura. Vamos voltar pro esconderijo antes de continuar a principal.
Crack the crystal too.
O que temos aqui? Nossa! 3 side quests, cara. Confidencial. Eu estava folheando os livros caixa do esconderijo a pedido do Otto. E posso ter encontrado algo que talvez chame a sua atenção. Talvez. Ou seja, imediatamente. Você sabe onde eu vou estar. Sim, com certeza.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Retorno. Beleza. Mais um mau pressentimento. Live. Tem algo errado com o seu cão. Quando Vossa Senhoria puder, venha me visitar na tenda. Sim.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Bom que essa vai dar 800 de gil e 20 de estrelinha. Tem mais. Sobre Blackthorn, essa aqui vai adicionar na gameplay. O poder da pena. Abra 10 cartas na mesa de leitura. Olha só. Obrigado por me ajudar a animar o Blackthorn naquele dia, mas acho que ele está daquele jeito de novo. A julgar pela cara dele ultimamente. Estou achando que talvez o problema não era só o couro. Será que tem outros demônios rodeando a cabeça dele? Sei que você é um homem ocupado, mas da próxima vez que estiver livre, talvez possa ir perguntar ao velho qual o problema, se realmente não for a forja. Vamos lá, sim.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Caraca, bastante side quest que tá liberando agora, hein, manos? Caraca, velho. E tem uma outra pra pegar lá na ponta, né? Vamos lá. Pegar todas logo, mano. Vambora. Aí a gente tenta focando em só uma e vai finalizando uma por uma, mas já vamos tentar pegar todas.
Well, here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother.
Ué,
If you were mine.
tem que ajudar, né?
Well,
Vambora.
it's about this alembic the chief's got me make. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want split it in, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need,
E aí, Merlin, bom dia!
that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter
Ei,
the
aranha!
be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you...
Caraca, vai dar 40 estrelinhas. Nossa, mano, por que não?
I imagine Ty
Bom dia, aranha.
is alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe you pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You...
All right.
Thank you kindly. And...
Pô, mas eu já fiz essa caçada das bolas de fogo, ou não? Não lembro, na real. Bom dia, bom dia. Dormi bem, aranha. Pô, tô descansado. Vambora aproveitar esse domingão aí, né? Com muita live, mano. Vamos dar uma olhada ali no quadro de caçadas. Mas eu não vou poder fazer viagem, né? Não vou conseguir fazer viagem agora. Mas vamos dar uma olhada lá mesmo assim. Vocês, Merlin, aranha, como é que estão, mano? Tudo de boa por aí, mano? Como é que tá esse início de domingão? Hoje eu comecei um pouquinho mais cedo. Comecei ali, acho que era umas 9h30 hoje. Pergunte sobre os relatos de bombas. Quer caçar um Bombarex Cup? Se quiser, tem um anúncio que pode ser do seu interesse. Opa, pior que ele tem mesmo, ó. É bem, hein? Rompe maldição a caminho da perseguição imperial tomou o caminho errado e foi parar em uma floresta próxima, onde encontrou as ruínas de uma aeronave dos decaídos. Dentro, uma fera e aparentava ser uma grande bola de fogo. A perseguiu e a fez sair correndo gritando. A soldada posteriormente identificou a criatura em um almanaque dos ecos, mas insistiu que a bomba que ela viu tinha 10 vezes o tamanho da que estava retratada. A Moringa Sunbreak. Ok. A caminho da perseguição imperial. Tô ótimo de sempre, mano. Vou falar com ele aqui logo, Gaut.
Clive, did you get my letter?
Recebi sim sua carta.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Ué.
Is this better?
Falando sussurrando.
Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders.
Eita.
It's maybe my fault, but I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
Ih, ele ouviu.
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, lady.
Meu Deus.
3 of our most trusted friends, 5 million gil.
5 milhões de gils?
5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Caralho!
Those ledgers were my responsibility.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield after the king's ransom we had off him. He deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make...
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Boss.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for... And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen kill me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well,
Só isso, Aranha.
I suppose this is goodbye then.
Eu fiz aniversário de um colega meu aqui em casa, foi legal. Ainda tem patê de frango. Boa. Patezinho de frango é gostoso, hein?
I don't.
Caralho, mano. Devendo 5 milhões pra cada uma. Entrega o Rubi Estrelar a Marta, entrega o Rubi Estrelar a Isabelle. Cara, mas não dá pra ir lá, tá trancado, velho. Pô, aí é foda, mano. Vou ter que fazer a missão principal pra dar esses TPs, tá ligado? Vou falar com a Sharon logo.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Patezinho de frango, um biscoitinho ali, ou no pãozinho. Coisa linda, hein? Deixa eu pelo menos já ir adiantando essa parte da quest então de todo mundo.
You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congo didn't say I were wrong.
Você sabe ler, parabéns.
Weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him, which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Alguma coisa ou todas as coisas, tá? Vamos lá falar com ele então.